Meal prepping. Hello everybody, Tom here. I hope you're all well. I want to talk about meal prepping. Meal prepping is something that we can all do, and it's something that I would recommend that you do. But especially if you're someone who is quite busy and somebody that perhaps doesn't have the time to cook or doesn't feel they can dedicate, I don't know, an hour of their time every night to cook. All right. So, meal prepping. Essentially, preparing a meal ready for you to eat or creating potential meals, freezing them to then use later. This is a really great thing to do. I do it a lot. I do it a lot because one, I'm a little bit organised. It's perhaps too much sometimes. Two, for myself, when I get home from work, because I work a shift pattern, that being 7 in the morning till 1500 in the afternoon, or 11 in the morning till 7 in the night. The last thing I want to do when I get home is spend another 20 minutes or whatever preparing my food ready to eat. When I get back late after work, even early after work, the last thing I want to do after being at work all day is start preparing my food. So what I will do is I will prep my meal either the night before I go, or in some cases in the morning of the day that I'm going to eat it. This saves me time, and I do find that you reduce your waste going forward, because you can always save your food if there's any left over and use it at a later date. This really has helped me. I mean, fact is, and I'm going to be brutally honest with you about myself here, I will not spend more than probably 30 minutes cooking food when I get home. As much as I like slow cook type food, I like casserole, stew, those sort of things. As I said, the last thing you want to be doing is spending half an hour plus, well, more than half an hour cooking your food after a long day at work. So for me, it's a great time saver, and it's very much something that I think we should all try and invest in. I think we should invest our time in this, because what I see for a lot of people is that convenience food is the easy option. One, it's very expensive. Two, it's not good for you. The best way to eat and the best way to feed has always been to cook from fresh, or if not fresh, semi-fresh. In other words, I prepared it a few hours ago, I'm going to get it cooked tonight, sort of thing. Rather than, I can't be bothered to cook tonight, let's get a takeaway. Don't get me wrong, takeaways have their place, and it is nice sometimes to have a break from cooking your meal, particularly if you've got a family. I 100% can see why some of us wouldn't bother doing that. But equally, at the same time, I'm a great believer that you should be taking care of what you're putting in here and what you're consuming. If you've got control over that, you've got control about what you buy and what you eat. Of course you have. And if you're giving yourself an option, and that option should be to take some time before you cook the food to have your meal ready and in place for when you get home. I'm a big advocate of this, as you can tell. I mean, we've all got our habits food wise. I don't mind telling you I won't eat the same food or similar foods day after day. So I know people who will cook a large pasta meal and they will eat that for 2 or 3 days afterwards. It's not something I'd ever do. I cook enough for what I need and what I want to eat. I eat it, and then the next day I'll have something different. And I try to vary what I have every day, so I'm not having the same food. Yes, I have my favourites, who doesn't? But I don't believe in having the same thing again and again and again and again ad infinitum. So today's video is really about the consideration of preparing your meal. next time you find yourself not sort of motivated to make any food for yourself, maybe you should remember this conversation and consider prepping a meal. It'd be the best couple of minutes you'll spend, and it'll certainly save you time and save you money and stop wasting them in the end goal. Guys, first of 3 videos this week. I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening. I really appreciate your time and your energy spent here on my channel. Thank you kindly. First of 3, as I said, please put down in the comment section below, is meal prepping something you do? Are you invested into preparing your meals? Or do you like to actually get home and start preparing your meal? I mean, at the end of the day, everyone's different. Some won't agree with prepping for whatever reason. Others may see it as a good thing. Personally, it works for me, and I think it's a good way going forward, particularly with me having 2 different shifts. You know, it's not so bad on an early shift. 7-3, I can, you know, come home and do what I got to do. But on 11-7, that means I won't be getting home till nearly 8 o'clock. So I have to think of these things. Please, if you would, I'd be grateful. Please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. It'd be good as well if you can consider give me a thumbs up and a like. I'd be very grateful for that. And let's hear that bell sign go ding dong so you know when next content's saved. I will be back in a couple of days with another video. But as always, please take care of yourselves and bye for now.